Hi everyone, welcome to another of my art vlog. Today I'm making neurographic art for which I'm using watercolors, permanent marker pens, a brush, a masking tape and watercolor paper. You do not need to use masking tape if you don't want to, and you can use any other kind of paper that you have handy. It is not necessary to only use watercolor paper. You can also use any other medium of colors like acrylic or sketch pens, other marker pens to do it. It is entirely up to you. First of all, we start off by making free lines across the paper, very random, without even thinking about where it's going or how it is looking. Just simply let your mind and your hand kind of sink in and create shapes on your paper. Once you're happy that you have created enough lines, then stop. You can now shift to the thicker marker. I'm using permanent marker since I'm going to be using watercolors so that it doesn't bleed later on. So if you do not have permanent markers, then what you can do is you can color it first and then do this step, thicken it up later on. But since I have got permanent marker, I'm going to do the intersections first. As you can see, as I'm thickening up the lines, every time I'm hitting an intersection, I'm rounding it up. So do not worry about the thickness of your lines much. Take it easy, take it slow. Simply identify the intersections, turn those corners into curved spaces. You will see different segments are forming on your paper, one after another. Now let me tell you a little bit about what is neurographic art and how it helps us. It was developed by a Russian psychologist, artist and architect Dr. Pavel Piskarev in 2014. It invites us to draw freeform lines on paper called neurolines. As the line travels across the page, it will encourage us to relax. It will act as a form of meditation. We are able to disconnect from the things that we are troubled from and focus on the drawing for a few moments. Sometimes this line will cross each other where you can make shapes that are recognizable. Sometimes they're just, random abstract bubbles or shapes. The idea is to kind of find a reset through the process, leave the chaos of your mind onto paper and turn it into calm. The theory behind neurographica is basically based on the scientific study of visual thinking and pattern identification. So, whenever we do something creative, especially art, it is supposed to reduce stress. It encourages the production of dopamine in our brain as well. A surge of dopamine promotes a feeling of satisfaction, pleasure, and accomplishment, and thus it certainly leaves us feeling a little more motivated than we first started. Now, you may argue that it will not help at all. Maybe it won't, but give it a try. When you are putting your entire focus into creating this, you will see at least, if not all of your worry, some of your worry will subside. It will give your brain some clarity to think better. It will encourage you to create more art. Do not worry too much about the perfection, just enjoy the process. Once I finish, I will show you that in my art also there are certain imperfections which I will correct towards the end. And here you can see I'm just tidying up the lines, taking off my masking tape, and I certainly do feel a lot lighter than when I first started. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments how it helped you. Ask me any questions you need to ask. Thank you for watching.